Hey guys, welcome back to Chaos Core Tech. So you may have noticed that this is not one of my normal model videos, and that is because today's model is not one of my normal models. So today we're going to be making something that's functional, but still super nerdy. So I feel like we've connected, we're pretty close. So I think I can fill you in on one of the lesser known aspects of my life. So as you know, I am a huge nerd, and this is a judgment-free zone, right? Don't judge me.
Don't judge me!
But I am actually a huge fan of TCGs, which stands for Trading Card Games. So that means things like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and I even have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I was kind of thinking one day that 3D printing is pretty nerdy, and collecting trading cards is also very nerdy. They're just on kind of different spectrums of nerdiness, I suppose. I was thinking, how can I combine these two things that I love and make one super nerdy thing? And the answer is deck boxes. 3D printed deck boxes. So this is why I didn't do a time lapse in the beginning, because they're pretty much boxes with a slide lid, so they didn't take me long to design. And I gave my wife this week off, so there is no painting or anything, since these are just functional objects. So I'm going to get right in and talk about what these do, and then later in the video I'm going to talk about how to customize these so you can make it unique to yourself. So if you're interested in that, stick around to the end. Okay, so I have two different deck boxes here. You can see that they're quite a bit different sizes, and basically the reason for that is one holds more cards. Go figure. So this smaller deck box actually works great for decks of 60 cards that aren't sleeved, and they'll fit just about perfectly, as you can see there. And then these lids just slide right in, and they'll pressure fit in the back so they won't fall out or anything. Keep the cards in nice. And then these bigger ones actually work better for, say, decks of 100 cards or so, and decks with sleeves on them. So you can see that this is a deck of roughly 60 cards, and they have sleeves on them, and they fit just about perfectly. And same thing here. Lid just slides on, pressure fit, and then there's a little slot here to help grip and pull out when you need to. Okay, well, I didn't want to leave you just with that because these are rather boring to look at, and I know that TCG players like to have custom stuff. So I'm going to show you a super easy technique to customize these guys in Tinkercad. So let's head on over there. Okay, so here we are in Tinkercad, and you can see I've got some of the pieces here, but basically how you get them in here, if you don't know, is you come over here to choose a file, then a dialog box come up, select it, and hit import, and then boom, we've got it here in Tinkercad. And here we can do lots of fun stuff to this. So the first thing is, you'll notice that these walls are decently thick. I made them 4 millimeters thick all the way around. So you can put designs in them and anything you want. If you want to engrave them or extrude them, I think 1 millimeter would probably do for most of them. And I think actually for this one, I'm going to put my name right up here. So I'll come down here to letters, and first thing, I'll just drag out all the letters I need for my name. Okay, so now you can see those are kind of all over the place. I am just going to scoot the A and the G closer together. And then if I select all of them, and then go adjust, align, and then I can click this right here, and it will center all of them together. And now I could go in and size these out perfectly, but I'm just going to eyeball it real quick. So then I will just select all of these, and I'm actually going to group them together. Then I will drag it down, and just do whatever you want to make it fit here. And then if you want to make this line up too, you can do the same thing with align and adjust. And then do this one right here so it's perfectly centered. Okay, so there I've got it just protruding out 1 millimeter. And then you can group and print it just like that. And now, boom, you've got a deck box with your name extruded from it. If you wanted to, you could also select your name, make it a whole, and group it as well. And then you have it kind of chiseled in there. And now I'll show you one other cool technique, and I actually have a full video about this. So check up in the right-hand corner of this video or down in the description. I will link this video. It's basically explaining how to take a 2D image and turn it into a 3D object for use in Tinkercad. You see here that it is a .svg file, and I think they usually import pretty big, but we'll see. Yeah, that's huge, but that's all right. We can just scale it down. I'll hold shift, scale down. And then I'm actually going to put it right on the front of this box. in order to put it on the front of the box, because that looks pretty cool. And with it raised out like this, it'd be pretty easy to paint as well. So if I just do that, and then I can do this and group it, then I can print this out and that design will be on there. And likewise with the name, I can do the same thing and make this a hole instead, group, and then it'll be etched on the inside, just whatever you want there. So I thought this was something that was pretty cool if you or a friend you know has a need for a deck box or plays TCGs, anything like that. Something that's custom like this can be really fun. Well, I hope you found this interesting. I'm sorry you didn't get to see a new fancy paint job from my wife this week. We will be back to that next week for sure. So if you enjoyed this, make sure you give it a thumbs up and get subscribed if you're not already. And now normally this is where we'd be putting it on the shelves behind me, but I don't really have a permanent place for my cards just yet, so I'm not going to put them up there yet, and I think I'm actually going to print some custom ones. And I will probably be releasing variations. If I come up with something cool, I might design something on here, print it, have my wife paint it and everything to make really cool deck boxes, and I will of course release the files for those. So if this video goes over well, I will definitely be doing more things like this in the future. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.